Hey guys, so I went down the YouTube rabbit hole a little while ago and stumbled across a Wi-Fi camera. One of my things was I always wanted to have a backup camera, but I wasn't willing to spend $200-300 for a camera. And so when I went down this rabbit hole, it led me to some interesting items, and I found this rear view camera that uses a Wi-Fi transmitter. So this is what I found: a Wi-Fi car camera. Now what was cool about this one is it came with the camera and the Wi-Fi transmitter. What it didn't come with was a cable long enough. They say it's got a 150 meter unobstructed signal. I doubt it. But what I found is that if I got the extension, the RCA extension cable, then I would be able to transmit from the very front of the trailer, because my trailer is 37 feet long. And so I found a 20 meter, roughly 60 feet long RCA extension designed for rear view cameras. So that was a lot. That was very excessive, but when all is said and done, when you're trying to string things, you want to have as much extra play as possible. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to walk you through my installation, and we'll go over just kind of how things turned out, and then a little bit later I'll record us driving. So first of all, this is the Wi-Fi transmitter. I have this in my front part of my trailer, my battery pack, all my tools. So what I did is I mounted it up here, okay? That little blue light means it's transmitting. Now what you're gonna see is the red one is the power, right? That's providing power to the camera, not the transmitter. The yellow one is the video feed. Well, when you buy this extension cable, it comes with a male. I'm sorry, the transmitter has a male. Well, the camera has a female port, so it works really well if you're doing it on your car. So make sure you buy this little gizmo right here. It's an RCA to RCA adapter, double female, so that you can attach it.
So for $3 I got two of these from.
Now what I did is, you'll see that cable runs through that hole, and what that does is that goes to my power source. So this is where that power source comes out. I still need to staple this up, make it look nice and neat, but what I did is I ran this to the back of this light. Now this transmitter and camera run off of a 12-volt system. So just find any of your lights that run off of your battery power, and then that'll give you the 12-volt power. So this is hardwired in, so regardless of if the trailer's plugged in, turned on, whatever, I'm getting power. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, you've got your red, which is your power, your black, which is negative. Well, here I've got black and white. So the black is actually going to be my power line, and the white is going to be my neutral. So now what I need to do is I need to open up these splicers, and I've already found out that I can get power to these right here. There we go. Alright, so I want to open these up so that I can get the wires back in. There we go. So I'm going to take my red one, and you can see that the black has all its wires, and get my red wire and wrap it around so that I have a power source. Connect that back on there, and I'm going to crimp this closed. I'm wide, I'm going to do it again. There we go. That'll be nice and open. Everybody decides they want to go. Happy Father's Day to everyone, by the way. This is kind of my Father's Day gift to me. Get that right around there. open that up. There we go. Make sure all your wires have the same good connection. Okay, now I'm gonna double check my light. I got power. That's good. So let's go check to see if we're transmitting. All right, good. So now, I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me screw that back on. See that blue light? That means it's got power and it's transmitting. Put this up here, kind of like I've had these switches here. I'll just splice in a switch right there. That way I can turn off the transmitter when it's not being used so I don't waste my battery. Propane area, this is where I ran the RCA extension. It goes under the skirting and goes out in that way. As I brought it along the frame, in a couple of spots I zip tied it. So you can see it goes all the way along the frame, and then right in there where there's a weld, I just ran it right through there. Now I have a couple of those, so I ran it accordingly. So as you can see, I came along the weld, then I went through the skirting, and then I continued along the frame. So when I'm driving, this is all going to be self-contained because the slide's going to be in. So this is where things got really interesting. I took the bottom part off and ran, as you can see, ran it under the skirting. Zip ties are my best friend, by the way. So this is the only part I'm really not 100% excited about, and I may redo it. I doubt it though, because it ain't broke, don't fix type thing. So I ran it up my ladder. And again, zip ties are my best friend. And this, coming through the bottom of the coach, that was challenging because I had my fish tape get stuck. So I just ran this up all the way to the back of the ladder, all the way to the top. Now you have to remember that everywhere you have a bend, a turn, or something, you want a zip tie. As you can see right here, it's nice and secure because it wasn't going straight. So I had to put a zip tie on top of the step and the bottom of the step. So there's the camera. It really isn't much to it. And this is my rear view. And looking on the camera, where that bike is, that sits about 15 feet off the back of my trailer, which is a fantastic reference. Now what I did is, you can see all this white goop. This is the Dicor lap seal self-leveling. Right here is where the RCA and the power for the camera connect. So I wrapped those within an inch of its life with electrical tape, and then I sealed it up in the Dicor. And then I just ran the wire over here. I'm not doing this for any waterproofing on this part of the wire. I'm doing it so it stays put. And then that's the access that I have off of a 20 meter, but you can see all the little angles that I had to go through. So 20 meters got me all the way to the top of my trailer, from going under, up the ladder, around, and right here. As you can see, when I put this on, man, it looked like a big old glob. It was nasty, but it's starting to level out, and that right there is just going to keep the wire in place so it doesn't blow around. This is the view I get. What I have is I have those little phone holders. I just got some magnetic tape, just put it on the back, and so you can see that view from the top of the trailer where that bike was, right at that green line. That's 15 feet. Okay, I can kind of see to the left, that's almost a blind spot where this RV is sitting. You can see that rear corner of that. I can see it in my camera. So I'm getting a good visual of what's behind me as well. This is all connected via that little Wi-Fi AV app. And so that transmitter produces its own Wi-Fi. Click in, and I'm on. I have some other features where I can record. So I can record as I'm driving. You know, if I'm in some bad traffic or somebody's tailgating me and then they rear end me or something like that, I can take a picture and then I can go back and I have access to all of that stuff. So today is going to be our maiden voyage with the camera going. We will see how it goes. I'll give you some reviews, and if you have any questions, I'll more than be happy to walk you through it. All right, we're off. We're going to be taking the trailer into the shop, but this is the ride over. So you can see kind of how it goes in transit. As we're cruising along, you can see what's going on in the back. So no, it's not high definition. It's not like what you expect when you're spending 200 some odd dollars, but safety is huge. So now I know I got my, I can see behind me. I'm able to see quite a bit from either side.